For this method of teaching stop, you're going to need treats that are big and soft, clearly visible to the dog, and a dog who enjoys catching. Even if they don't catch each time, it doesn't matter, so long as they really enjoy it. The first step is going to be to teach our dog the meaning of this stop hand. We're going to get the dog to associate a flat hand like this with a treat flying towards them. So you're going to place a treat at the bottom of your at the base of your fingers like this, and use the thumb to hold it in place, and you're just going to, when your dog looks up, you're going to just fling the treat towards their face. So they start associating your hand being like this, being up in the stop motion, whether it's in future higher or lower, with a treat flying towards their face from it. You don't need to say anything, you just let your dog enjoy looking at the hand when it's up here and expecting that it's going to fling a treat towards them. In step 2, we're going to add a movement to this hand. So rather than the hand being stationary like this from the start, we're going to load the treat into your hand, base of your fingers covered with a thumb, and you're going to hold your hand neutrally beside you. Then you're going to with a very quick movement, you're going to put your hand into this position of a stop, kind of a stop hand. So, and to the dog. When she looks towards me, so that she can actually pick up on this movement of the hand, I'm going to do my hand up motion and then fling the treat towards her. So hand loose, hand up and throw. Hand up and throw. So the visual signal is both the hand up and the movement of the hand going up initially. We're going to later add a voice to this, or a whistle sound, but to start with, step 3, we're going to add either a voice cue or a whistle. We're going to do both for the purpose of this video, and we're going to just say it right before we make this hand movement, the hand up movement. Stop. 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 Now we're going to do the same with the whistle. My whistle stop signal is just a sharp peep, longer than that of recall or a turn cue. In this next step, we're going to say our stop cue or make our whistle signal when the dog is not actually looking up. So the dog will look up on the sound of the whistle or the word, and then see this hand go up and the treat flying towards them. For this, we obviously need to make a situation possible where the dog is not looking at us. So the easiest way to do it is to just drop a treat on the ground, already have a treat loaded in your hand, drop a treat on the ground, and as soon as the dog has eaten it, we say stop and throw the treat towards the dog. Again, if the dog caught the treat, you may have to give them a freebie on the ground. If they didn't catch a treat and it fell on the ground, you can use that repetition as a setup for the next one. Stop. I just wait for the dog to finish eating the treat that they're eating. You have to watch them. before I say my word. Stop. Stop. And now with the whistle. At this stage, you can also work on adding a little bit of duration to that stillness before you reward. So you create the stillness by making the movement with your hand, which creates a sense of anticipation. Now let's add a second and then another second and another second in consecutive repetitions to the stillness. Just be sure to reward actual stillness rather than the dog moving back or fidgeting. And now we're ready to add a release cue to the reward for the stop. Release cue for the dog to get the treat. The reason for this is because in future steps in our progression, we might need the dog to stay still while we throw something, and they don't just go because we've thrown it. So my release cue is going to be, okay, I'm going to stop the dog with a whistle. Then I'm going to put the hand up. I'm going to wait 1 or 2 seconds, and then I'm going to say my okay cue, which means she can go and get the reward that I've just thrown. Okay. You can throw to the dog, or you can throw to the side of the dog, or you can throw even behind the dog. Okay. 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 And now we're going to do the same with the word stop, just for practice. Stop. Okay. Stop. Okay. Stop. Okay.